new surveillance video shows two victims of the University of Idaho murders in the Moscow area just hours before they were killed. Investigators are now trying to piece together the timeline from that night, including in this new video, to find any sort of lead in this case. We're being joined now by Fox News multimedia reporter live outside the Moscow police headquarters in Idaho, Jake Alexis. Jake, thanks for being with us tonight. We're going to show the video. We've shown it a couple of times already, but walk us through what police are thinking.
Well, it's good to see you, Andrew. So this video was obtained by Fox News Digital from the creators of a Facebook group called University of Idaho Case Discussion, and it shows two of the victims, Kaylee Goncalves and Mogen, a few hours before they were murdered in the downtown Moscow area. They're walking with a man near campus, and this man is wearing similar clothes to a man who was spotted with Kaylee and Madison at a food truck that same evening. But police say the man at the food truck is not a suspect. Something else relevant from that video, Andrew, is that both girls mention the name Adam, but they don't say it directly to the man they are walking with. And over the weekend, Kaylee's father told Fox News that Adam is also not a suspect. So police haven't named a suspect in this investigation, but they say that more agents are being added to this case, and with the holidays coming up, they won't be taking a break.
Not changing anything for us. We're going to continue to push through the holidays. We have a team that will continue to do the investigation and work on that as we move through the holidays.
And Andrew, today police say that the number of tips and leads they've received now over 10,000. They also say that they're making progress finding more information related to that white 2011 to 2013 Hyundai Elantra spotted near the scene on the night of the murders. Andrew.
Jake, I don't know if you know the answer to this. I'm going to ask it anyway, though. Did police know about this piece of video before it was obtained by Fox News Digital? Had they already seen it, possibly?
So, as far as we know, Andrew, when Fox News Digital obtained the video, that's the first that we saw of it. I don't know personally if police knew about it before or not, but they didn't really comment on it today in their release. They focused mostly on the 10,000 tips and leads they've gotten, and again referencing that white Elantra that they are so desperate to find information on.
Yeah, of course, and Jake, we know the police don't have a license plate number for that Elantra. Obviously, that would make their job much easier. You were reporting just last week there's some 22,000 make and models of these vehicles that they're looking for, both in Washington State and Idaho, so they have the work cut out for them. But we heard from the police chief in your report, and they said they're not backing down, going full speed ahead through the holidays. Are they hopeful that possibly they might get a break before the new year?
I mean, Andrew, they're just continuing to go through those leads, continuing to look for evidence. They say that, again, we heard the number. It's over 10,000 tips and leads at this point. So they say it takes a little bit of time to go through those leads, figure out which ones are relevant and which ones aren't, and try to search through there. So the information has been coming in very slowly over the last week or so, and they're hopeful that they will be able to find a break in this case soon, but nothing at this point, Andrew.
All right, Jake Alexis there live for us in Moscow, Idaho. Jake, we always appreciate it. We'll talk again. Okay, and in the meantime, we do want to kind of dive a little deeper into this new surveillance video that was obtained by Fox News Digital over the weekend. We want to put this up on the screen for you here. Okay, so take a look at some of this. This is newly disclosed. It was taken early on November the 13th. It appears to show both Kaylee Goncalves and Maddie Mogen walking with a man in downtown Moscow hours before that quadruple stabbing in that rental house on the campus. So the women appear to be wearing the same clothes that both Goncalves and Mogen were seen sporting that same evening on that video that you probably have seen outside of a nearby food truck. The man walking with them is also wearing clothes that look like those on the man seen at the food truck, whom police have said is not a suspect. So in the video, a woman asks the group, Maddie, what did you say to Adam? And that is caught on the surveillance camera. The second woman replied, like, I told Adam everything. So, the first woman's voice appears to match that of Goncalves, according to her TikTok. According to her father, Steve, the Adam the women mentioned is not a suspect. Police have also ruled out the suspect as well, like Jake said. So, Steve Goncalves told Lawrence Jones on Fox that, quote, we asked into the obvious due diligence and we looked into that, and it was pretty clear that this individual was not a part of the investigation as far as the suspect. So this video was first provided to Fox News Digital on Saturday by Christine Cameron and Olena Smith. They're the creators and administrators of the University of Idaho Murders Case Discussion Facebook group, under the condition only a still frame and the audio be used. And they told Fox Digital it was provided to them by a Moscow resident who previously submitted it to police and believes making it public can provide greater context about the incident. And then Fox then obtained permission to show the entire full video clip there, which is what we are doing right now. So it's something, it's not much. It shows kind of what some of these victims were doing in the hours before their violent stabbing, at least two of them. And so no doubt investigators have a long road ahead of them as they work through so many of these tips. Remember, just last week we know that they expanded their search to about a 30-mile radius around Moscow, to some other neighboring towns. And also remember, they're still kind of honing in, focusing in on what could be a 2011 to 2013 white Hyundai Elantra that they're still looking for information. They want the driver of that to come forward to provide any more details. Okay, and like Jake said, we did hear from James Fry, the Moscow police chief, in a video today posted on both their Facebook and YouTube accounts, updating us on the investigation going into the Christmas holidays. Let's listen.
We've had right around 10,000 tips come in. We're reviewing all those tips. We're checking to ensure that we have individuals who look at those tips and any piece of evidence that they can link to this case, they're doing so.
What about the video evidence? How is that reviewed? What do you do with it?
So we have a special team of individuals who are skilled at watching videos, collecting evidence and information out of those videos and linking them together so that we can tie every piece together for this investigation.
What do you have for an update about the white Hyundai Elantra?
We have many tips that have come in on the 2011 to the 2013 Hyundai Elantra. But what we're asking is anybody else who still hasn't sent in a tip, if you own one or if you know somebody who was driving one the day before or the day after, to please send that tip in.
What about the holidays? What does that mean for the investigation and all the people working?
That does not change anything for us. We're going to continue to push through the holidays. We have a team that will continue to do the investigation and work on that as we move through the holidays.
And finally, why is it important to keep video digital submission part of the investigation as it's sort of
Well, as our individuals are sorting through that, all that information could be one key piece for this investigation. So they're reviewing all that, they're looking at that, and they're looking for any keys that tie together any specific investigative pieces that we need to solve this case.
Okay, so we're going to stay on top of this story. We know there's so much interest generated from it, and you can't even imagine what these parents